Hello guys, welcome back to my channel SK's Physics, and today we are discussing about examples of chapter number 1. Here formula Q is equal to Ne, where Q is charge, N is number of electrons and E is charge of electrons. Q and E in coulomb and N is number, so it's unitless. Now here standard value which remains constant, charge on one electron E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Take a sample problem. If 10 raised to 19 electrons removed from a neutral metal plate, what is the electric charge on it? Here neutral plate becomes positively charged because electrons removed. So the solution, given values n is equal to 10 raised to 19. Now Q is equal to Ne. So n is 10 raised to 19 and E is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So Q is equal to 1.6 coulomb. Example number 1.2. If 10 raised to 9 electrons move out of a body to another body every second, how much time is required to get a total charge of 1 coulomb on the other body? Here 10 raised to 9 electrons move out in 1 second. Here given values n is equal to 10 raised to 9 electrons. Now charge move in every second. Q is equal to Ne, where n is equal to 10 raised to 9 into E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So Q is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to 9 minus 19. So 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 10 coulomb per second. Now the total charge we have Q is equal to 1 coulomb. Now 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 10 coulomb charge move out in 1 second. Then 1 coulomb charge move out in how many seconds? So here we can cross multiplication. 1 coulomb multiplied by 1 second divided by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 10 coulomb. So T is equal to 1 coulomb multiplied by 1 second divided by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 10 coulomb is equal to 0.625 into 10 raised to 10. So 6.25 into 10 raised to 9 second. Now conversion of second to year. We know that in a year there is 365 days, in a day 24 hours, in an hour 60 minutes, and in a minute there is 60 seconds. Now we want to conversion of second to year. So all the values are in dividation. Therefore x second is equal to x divided by 60 into 60 into 24 into 365 year. Here year is bigger unit, so the values are in dividation. Now for example, "60 second is equal to 60 divided by 60 into 24 into 365. Now we want to convert year to second. Then all values are in multiplication. So x here is equal to x multiplied by 60 into 24 into 365 second. Second is smaller unit, so all the values are in multiplication. Now your homework. Take a screenshot and comment your answer. Here you can find out the time t in a year. Example number 1.3. How much positive and negative charge is there in a cup of water? Positive charge means protons and negative charge means electrons. First we assume that what the mass of cup of the water. Let's assume that the mass of the one cup of the water is 250 gram. Now what the molecular mass of the water? The molecular mass of the water of hydrogen is 1, so H2 is 2, and for oxygen that is 16, so total 18 gram molecular mass of the water. One mole is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. That's Avogadro number. So 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 molecules in 18 gram water, that is 1 mole of water. That means in 18 gram water there is 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. Then in 250 gram of water, how many molecules? Here cross multiplication. 250 gram multiplied by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 divided by 18. So we get the number of molecules in 1 cup of water is 250 multiplied by 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 divided by 18 gram. That is 83.61 into 10 raised to 23 number of molecules in 1 cup of water. That means in 1 electron or 1 proton. Now total positive and negative charge in water, it means in H2O. In H2, 2 electrons, in oxygen 8 electrons, so total in H2O 10 electrons and 10 protons. So total number of electrons or protons in 1 cup of the water is 10 multiplied by the value 83.61 into 10 raised to 23. So we get the total number of electrons or protons 83.61 into 10 raised to 24. Now Q is equal to Ne, number of electrons N is equal to 83.61 into 10 raised to 24, and E is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So the answer is 133.7 into 10 raised to 24 minus 19. So we can rewrite as 1.33 into 10 raised to 7 coulomb. Homework question number 2. Take screenshot and comment your answer. Now formula number 2, that's Coulomb's law. F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 by R square. Units Q and E in coulomb and N is number, so it's unitless. R in meter. Here the standard values. E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb and K is 9 into 10 raised to 9. Take a sample problem. The minimum force between two charges 1 meter apart is blank Newton. Here the distance r is equal to 1 meter. But what means of minimum force and how can we get it? The force become minimum when charges become minimum because F is equal to directly proportional to charges. From Coulomb's law, F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. Now minimum value of the charge, that is charge of electron, is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So Q1 Q2 is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. K is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square and R is 1 meter. All the values put in formula, so we can get F minimum is equal to 2.3 into 10 raised to minus 28 Newton. Example number 1.4. Coulomb's law for electrostatic force between two point charges and Newton's law for gravitational force between two stationary point masses both have inverse square dependence on the distance between the charges and masses respectively. Compare the strength of these forces by determining the ratio of their magnitudes for an electron and proton and for two protons. Estimate the acceleration of electron and proton due to electrical force of their mutual attraction when they are 1 angstrom, that means 10 raised to minus 10 meter apart. Mass of the proton 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg and mass of the electron is 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. Here Coulomb's law is electrostatic force and Newton's law for gravitational force. Now in first, the ratio of their magnitudes mean ratio of electric force and ratio and gravitational force. For an electron and proton, electrostatic force Fe is equal to K E cross E divided by R square. E is charge of electron and proton. Gravitational force Fg is equal to G ma into mp divided by R square. Take the ratio of their magnitudes. Fe divided by Fg is equal to K E cross E divided by R square and divide by G into ma into mp divided by R square. Here R square cut out and take all the values. K is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9. R is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Z is equal to 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 and MP is 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27. For two protons, same method, Fe upon Fg. Here twice mass of proton. Put all the values in the formula. Answer is 1.3 into 10 raised to 36. The electrical force of their mutual attraction between electron and proton F is equal to K E cross E divided by R square. 9 into 10 raised to 9 multiplied by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 square and 10 raised to minus 10 square is equal to 2.3 into 10 raised to minus 8 Newton. Using Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to ma, we should find out acceleration of electron and proton. The acceleration of electron A is equal to F by me is equal to 2.3 into 10 raised to minus 8 divided by 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 is equal to 2.5 into 10 raised to 22 meter per second square. Now the acceleration of proton F by mp is equal to 2.3 into 10 raised to minus 8 divided by 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27 is equal to 1.4 into 10 raised to 19 meter per second square. Homework question number 3. Take screenshot and comment your answer. In the last, keep believing yourself. Thank you for watching.